Luna, I know that coming back here was big for you, and then you get Jake back. What was it like when you heard that news and just knowing that kind of leader in your department is coming back?
It's always exciting to have guys back that you enjoy coaching, guys that allow this team to have a chance to be successful. So I was encouraged that he got the deal done. Extremely happy for the organization and Jake and his family, and happy for this team to again have another good player under contract and still here for several more years.
He had kind of said, admittedly, that last year wasn't what he wanted it to be, and for them to have that confidence in him, what's your level of confidence in him being able to come back and return to some similar to, and if not better than 2023?
Again, just the work that he's put into this offseason. He's in really good shape right now. He's probably in the best shape that he's been in since he's been here. He looks good. He's running very well. He caught a ball yesterday, and you can see him open up his gate and run down the field. So I'm confident that he can put things together and play consistently for us like we need him to.
Luke last year kind of stepped in when Jake was out.
Yeah.
What did you see from him then, and do you see progression this offseason?
One of the best things Scooney has done was got to the grass this offseason. This is his first time actually going through OTAs because the previous 2 years he had injuries, and so he has done a phenomenal job this offseason in the spring, and has carried it over in the training camp, and he looks great. I mean, he's running well. His blocking is continuing to get better, and then his play temperament is really getting to where we want to be at. So I'm really excited for where he's going at and where he's at right now.
And Brevin, I know he's out right now, but does it, from our perspective at least, it seems like the hands are getting better, and that was kind of the next step for him.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he's improved in that area, and do you feel like he can be a weapon in the passing game more so now?
Yeah, I mean, Brevin, another guy who had a great offseason. He's in a great spot. He's probably, not taken away from any of the other guys in the room. He's probably had the best off-season on the grass for us. He showed the ability to stretch the seams. He showed the ability to stretch the field, running crossing routes and catching the ball. He's improved tremendously, and that, again, it's just a testament to his hard work in the classroom and on the grass.
We saw the other day you had Scooney and some of the other guys working with the tackles just to get their combo blocking together. How important is that? Tight ends nowadays, you think about the receiving element of things, but how important is it for them to have that part of it down if you need to help on either side?
Yeah, because I've always said playing tight end, you want to develop and impact the game in all three phases: run game as a blocker, pass protection as a blocker, and then in the pass game as a receiver. So getting together with the O-line to work our combination blocks and our fits and stuff is always important for us because we need that continuity to make an impact in the run game.
How much of a difference is the head coaching change? Things will be different, how they do things?
You said how much
difference is camp? Because new head coaches come in and do things differently, and you've been here for both.
Yeah.
How are you making your adjustments?
When you have change, there's always going to be some things that change. One of the biggest things is just the energy in practice, and continue to emphasize to these guys, you guys are competing every day. Whether or not you're competing to be the starter, whether or not you're competing to be have a roster spot, us as coaches, in my opinion, you got to compete every day. My biggest thing is I'm trying to outcoach every coach on the field, just so I have that mindset so my guys go out there and compete, and so that we can put ourselves in the best position to be successful individually and collectively as a team.
You guys are not a big 7-on-7, 9-on-7. The other coach had that. Was that something new for you, even yourself as a coach? Because that seems to be high schools are doing 7-on-7 tournaments.
Yeah. I mean, 7-on-7 is it's part of our game. You got to try to implement that and get the timing and the rhythm and the details in the passing game. That's very important. So we're doing some of it, and again, it's really just to get the timing and the details.
Because I think Shotty's point was, we play 11-on-11, so we should do more of that, than
just 7-on-7. Yeah. Oh, you saying in terms of why we're doing more?
Yeah.
You need the 11-on-11 work too as well, because again, you want to compete and you want to run into the football. More guys running to the football and getting shots at the ball for sure.
Jake, when he goes through early part of practice, he's not wearing gloves. Is that by design?
I mean, Yeah, no, it's more so for him. He wants to sometimes keep his gloves a little drier. And then also it really helps for us because we do a lot of our ball drills early on in practice. Him catching the football without the gloves on helps too. So
Just because it gives him a better feel in some respects, or
it's really more challenging because
Yeah.
those gloves are sticky. So we're really training the hands and get a little bit more work in terms of his actual skin touching the ball.
how's he changed his body since you've been?
He's gotten leaner. He's done a really good job getting leaner, putting on good weight. He's in the best shape right now that he's been in since he's been here. He's done a really good job with his body.
He's always talked about the end of the season. He kind of loses it and drops. How does he think he has to? How do you maintain that during the season?
Really, the biggest thing is your diet. Make sure you stay on top of your diet, stay on top of your strength training, make sure you stay on top of your prehab, in terms of your massages and stuff like that, and eating the right things. Got to eat the right things. And again, here's a guy that, his rookie year, on a Friday I called him and he said that he's about to eat dinner, and his dinner was ramen noodles. I said, "Hold on, champ, you in the NFL? Like, how you eating ramen noodles?" And so he's grown from that. He's grown from that.
What's he got now?
Huh?
What's he eating now?
Shoot, right now, he probably eating filet mignons and stuff. All that money he got. Yeah.
Coach Schottenheimer's made it a point if
Yeah.
the coaches go to the other side of the ball during
Yeah.
warm-ups and sort of get to know those guys. And what's that been like? And just being able to develop relationships with maybe some guys you don't work with every day.
Yeah, that's been pretty cool. One thing I've done, I've tried to take and go stretch with one guy, a different guy every day, and get to know the guys, while you're stretching. And I think that's really good, knowing the guys across the ball, because, again, at the end of the day, when we strap this thing on here in a couple weeks in Philadelphia, we're all working together to a common goal, and that is, beating the brakes off of Philly. So that's been a pretty cool deal to do.
Bring the Harley Davidson out here?
Nah, I will next year. I will next year.
All right.
That it?
All good.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. Yep. Appreciate it.